Stop scrolling. If you're seeing this on February 22nd, 2026, this is not an accident. The 222 portal is open right now, and something in your life is shifting. Right now, as we move through February 22nd, we step into what many people call the 222 portal, a powerful energetic gateway that centers around alignment, balance, partnership, and divine timing. Whether you believe in numerology deeply or you simply feel drawn to repeating numbers, there is something undeniably magnetic about 222. It carries a soft but potent frequency. It is not loud like 111. It is not chaotic like 555. It is steady, harmonious, and intentional. And this particular 222 portal carries a unique vibration because it unfolds on February 22nd, 2026. A date layered with the energy of the number 2 repeating in multiple dimensions. In numerology, the number 2 represents cooperation, intuition, sensitivity, faith, and duality. When it repeats 3 times, its influence intensifies. It becomes about sacred partnerships, not only romantic, but partnerships between your thoughts and your actions, your past and your future, your fear and your faith. On this portal, the universe is essentially whispering rather than shouting. It is asking you to slow down and listen. Many people expect portals to feel explosive or dramatic, but 222 energy works quietly. It reorganizes your path subtly. It brings hidden support. It recalibrates relationships. It moves pieces behind the scenes so that what is meant for you can align without force. The first thing you need to understand about this 222 portal is that it is about alignment before manifestation. People often rush to manifest, but 222 asks you to check your internal balance. Are your intentions pure? Are your actions consistent with your desires? If you are asking for love but operating from mistrust, if you are asking for abundance but operating from scarcity, this portal gently reveals that mismatch. It does not punish, it mirrors. February 22nd carries a mirror-like quality where you may see reflections of your emotional patterns in conversations, random encounters, or even dreams. The second major energy of this portal is divine timing. The number 222 is often associated with reassurance that things are unfolding exactly as they should. If you have felt delayed, overlooked, or uncertain recently, this date acts like a cosmic confirmation. It says, "Not yet" does not mean never. On this day, you may notice signs, repeated numbers, sudden clarity, unexpected messages from someone you were thinking about. These are alignment nudges. They are reminders that you are being guided even when you cannot see the full path. Another important layer of this portal is relationship recalibration. Because the number 2 rules connection, February 22nd often brings shifts in partnerships. Some relationships strengthen rapidly. Others reveal imbalances that can no longer be ignored. This is not a breakup portal by default, but it is a truth portal. If a connection has been one-sided, draining, or misaligned, the energy becomes too obvious to overlook. On the other hand, if someone is meant to walk with you into your next chapter, conversations may deepen unexpectedly. Vulnerability may feel easier. There is a softness to this day that encourages heart-centered communication. Emotionally, you may feel more sensitive than usual. The 222 frequency heightens intuition. You might sense things before they happen. You may pick up on other people's moods instantly. This is not weakness. It is heightened perception. The key is grounding. Spending time in nature, journaling your thoughts, or sitting quietly for even 10 minutes can help you process the subtle energetic downloads that come with this portal. Many people experience vivid dreams around February 22nd. Pay attention to symbols and themes rather than literal details. The subconscious speaks loudly under 222. There is also a financial and career aspect to this gateway. The number 2 is not traditionally seen as a money number, but it is deeply connected to strategic partnerships and long-term stability. If you have been considering collaborations, business agreements, or team expansions, insights may surface now. This is not impulsive action energy. It is strategic alignment energy. You may realize that patience has been protecting you from premature decisions. You may see clearly who truly supports your vision and who does not. Spiritually, 222 is often described as an angelic number, a sign that unseen forces are assisting you. Whether you interpret that as guardian angels, ancestors, higher self-guidance, or universal consciousness, the feeling is similar. You are not navigating alone. On February 22nd, many people report sensing a calming presence, as if anxiety momentarily softens. If you have been overwhelmed, this portal can feel like a reset. It is a reminder that harmony is available, but it requires trust. The more you release control, the smoother things flow under 222 energy. Another key truth about this portal is that it amplifies what you focus on. Because it is a balancing number, it reflects your dominant emotional state. If you dwell in fear, it can magnify uncertainty. If you cultivate gratitude, it multiplies peace. This makes February 22nd a powerful day for intentional thinking. Visualization, affirmations, prayer, or meditation become more potent because the energy supports coherence between heart and mind. Think of it as tuning an instrument. When you are internally tuned, external reality responds more smoothly. There is also a subtle karmic element to this date. The master number 22, which is often called the master builder in numerology, is embedded within 222. This energy is about building something lasting. It is not about short-term gratification. It is about foundations. On this portal, you may feel called to make decisions that your future self will thank you for. You might choose discipline over distraction. You might choose honesty over comfort. These small decisions ripple outward. Master Builder Energy asks, what are you constructing with your daily habits? As February 22nd, 2026 unfolds, understand that this is not necessarily a day of fireworks. It is a day of quiet shifts. It is a moment of cosmic recalibration. The portal does not force transformation, it invites it. It asks you to pause, breathe, and notice where your life is already aligning. It asks you to trust the delays, the lessons, the connections forming behind the scenes. The 222 portal is open, not as a door you rush through, but as a frequency you tune into. And if you remember nothing else, remember this. 222 is reassurance. It is confirmation that balance is returning. It is a reminder that harmony is possible. It is a sign that what is meant for you is drawing closer, even if you cannot yet see it. As this 222 portal continues to unfold throughout the day and into the energetic afterglow that follows, you may begin to notice that time feels slightly different. There can be a strange sensation that things are slowing down, as if the universe is stretching a single moment so you can truly see it. This is not coincidence. The energy of 222 bends perception toward awareness. It pulls you out of autopilot and places you directly in the present. And in that present moment, clarity begins to rise. You might feel called to revisit something from your past, not to relive it, but to reframe it. The 222 frequency carries healing energy around duality, and duality means understanding that two opposing truths can exist at once. You can be proud of how far you have come and still desire more. You can forgive someone and still choose distance. You can love deeply and still honor your boundaries. This portal teaches emotional maturity. It teaches balance without self-abandonment. For many, February 22nd, 2026 will highlight the theme of trust. Not blind trust in others, but grounded trust in yourself. If you have been doubting your intuition, this portal may deliver subtle validation. A conversation confirms what you already sensed. A delay protects you from a misaligned opportunity. A sudden realization makes you see that your inner voice has been guiding you correctly all along. The number 2 is deeply intuitive energy, and when tripled, it amplifies inner knowing. The key is to quiet external noise long enough to hear it. There is also an energetic emphasis on patience that cannot be ignored. The 222 portal does not respond to force. If you try to push outcomes, the energy may feel stagnant. But when you surrender and allow space, movement begins behind the scenes. Think of it like seeds planted underground. On the surface, nothing appears to change. Beneath the soil, roots are forming. February 22nd is root-building energy. It is unseen preparation. It is quiet construction. Some people may experience emotional waves today. Brief moments of nostalgia, unexpected tears, or sudden gratitude. This is emotional alignment in motion. When the heart recalibrates, it releases what no longer matches its frequency. You are not regressing, you are clearing. And clearing is necessary before receiving. The 222 portal gently removes energetic clutter so that what is meant for you has room to enter. Pay attention to synchronicities. You may see repeating numbers beyond 222. You may think of someone and immediately hear from them. You may overhear a sentence that feels like it was spoken directly for you. Under this portal, reality feels interconnected. Threads that once seemed random begin weaving into a pattern. This is alignment becoming visible. This is divine timing revealing itself in small but undeniable ways. Another powerful aspect of this portal is self-worth. Because two energy governs relationships, it inevitably reflects how you value yourself within them. Are you overextending? Are you shrinking to keep peace? Are you accepting less than you deserve because you fear losing connection? February 22nd shines a gentle but honest light on these dynamics. It does not shame you. It empowers you. It asks you to step into equal exchange. Harmony cannot exist where imbalance persists. On a broader collective level, the 222 portal encourages cooperation rather than competition. You may notice a stronger desire to collaborate, to compromise, to create mutual understanding. The world often operates on extremes, but this energy seeks middle ground. It reminds us that unity does not require sameness. It requires respect. Even on a personal scale, you may feel more willing to listen rather than react, to understand rather than defend. As the evening of February 22nd settles in, reflection becomes especially powerful. This is an ideal time to journal your intentions, not from a place of urgency, but from certainty. Instead of writing what you hope will happen, write as though alignment is already underway. Because under 222, it is. The portal is not about begging the universe for signs. It is about recognizing the signs already present. And here is something crucial. The effects of this portal do not end at midnight. Energetic gateways ripple outward. The days and even weeks following February 22nd may bring tangible manifestations of insights you receive now. A relationship conversation that begins today may define the next chapter. A decision made quietly in your heart may shift your trajectory by summer. The masterbuilder vibration within 222 ensures that what begins here is sustainable. So as this portal remains open, breathe deeply. Release the need to control every outcome. Trust the recalibration happening beneath the surface. Balance is being restored. Partnerships are being refined. Divine timing is orchestrating what you cannot yet see. The 222 portal of February 22nd, 2026 is not asking you to chase. It is asking you to align. And as we move even deeper into the after energy of this 222 portal, something profound begins to crystallize. This gateway is not just about what is coming toward you, it is about who you are becoming in the process. The number 2 is the number of identity reflected through connection. It asks, who are you when you stand beside someone else? Who are you when you are alone? Are those two versions aligned? This portal exposes masks gently. If you have been pretending to be unbothered when you are deeply affected, if you have been saying yes when your spirit whispers no, the energy becomes harder to ignore. But it does not confront you aggressively. Instead, it creates situations that make truth unavoidable. A simple conversation may suddenly feel heavier. A small boundary may suddenly feel necessary. You may notice that your tolerance for misalignment has quietly decreased. That is growth. That is alignment strengthening. The 222 frequency also heightens awareness around choices. Not dramatic, life-altering decisions necessarily, but micro choices. The choice to respond calmly instead of reacting emotionally. The choice to rest instead of overworking. The choice to invest in something long-term instead of chasing instant gratification. These small decisions under this portal carry amplified ripple effects. Because remember, embedded within 222 is the master builder vibration. You are not just choosing for today, you are choosing for the version of you that exists months and even years ahead. There may also be a sense of closure hovering in the background. Not loud endings, but quiet completions. You might suddenly lose interest in something that once consumed your energy. You might realize you have outgrown a pattern without a dramatic event forcing it. This is harmonic detachment. When alignment increases, what is not aligned falls away naturally. You do not have to force release. The frequency does it for you. For some, this portal activates themes around home and stability. The number 2 craves security, emotional and physical. You may feel a desire to reorganize your space, clear clutter, or redefine what home truly means to you. That could be literal relocation energy for some, but for many it is internal. It is redefining safety within yourself. It is realizing that stability does not come from controlling external circumstances. It comes from inner equilibrium. Another layer of this 222 gateway is forgiveness. Balance cannot exist where resentment dominates. You may feel prompted to release lingering anger, not for someone else's benefit, but for your own energetic clarity. Forgiveness here does not mean reconciliation. It means freeing your energy from being tied to past imbalance. When you release emotional weight, your manifestations move faster. Alignment accelerates when you are not carrying outdated narratives. You might also notice your intuition becoming sharper in subtle ways. Decisions that once required overthinking now feel obvious. Your body may react physically to environments that are misaligned. Tension in certain rooms, ease in others. Pay attention. Your nervous system becomes a compass under this portal. Trust it. And as the collective energy integrates this gateway, themes of cooperation may continue surfacing globally. Conversations about partnership, diplomacy, shared responsibility. On a personal scale, this is mirrored in your own life. Who are you building with? Who supports your evolution? Who drains it? 222 does not judge these answers. It simply reveals them. As the days unfold after February 22nd, 2026, you may begin to see evidence of seeds planted now. A new collaboration forming, a relationship deepening, a sense of calm replacing previous anxiety, or even clarity about walking away from something that no longer fits. These are all manifestations of alignment, not chaotic change, intentional refinement. The most important thing to remember is that 222 is reassurance. If you have felt behind, uncertain, or disconnected, this portal acts as a cosmic recalibration point. It says you are exactly where you need to be to learn what you are learning. It says that unseen support is real. It says that patience is not punishment. It is preparation. So as this energetic doorway slowly integrates, continue moving with softness rather than force. Choose balance over extremes. Choose trust over fear. Choose collaboration over isolation. The 222 portal is not about instant miracles. It is about sustainable harmony. And as this energy continues weaving itself into your life, there is one more layer that cannot be ignored, the layer of faith. The 222 portal is not just about balance in the physical world. It is about spiritual equilibrium. It is about learning how to hold vision without desperation. It is about believing without chasing. And that requires a different kind of strength, a quiet strength. You may notice that the urgency you once felt around certain goals begins to soften, not because you no longer care, but because something inside you understands that forcing the timeline only disrupts the flow. The 222 frequency teaches co-creation. It reminds you that manifestation is not a solo act. There is your effort, and then there is divine orchestration. When those two work together instead of against each other, life begins to move with surprising ease. This portal also invites you to observe where you have been overcompensating. Have you been trying to control outcomes because you fear instability? Have you been giving more than you receive because you are afraid of losing connection? February 22nd, 2026 acts like an energetic scale, showing you exactly where imbalance has been tolerated. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. That awareness alone shifts your trajectory. There is a powerful theme of worthiness embedded in this gateway. The number 2 carries receptive energy, the ability to receive love, support, abundance, and guidance. But many people struggle more with receiving than giving. Under this portal, you may be placed in situations where support shows up unexpectedly. Compliments may feel more impactful. Opportunities may appear without you forcing them. The real question becomes, can you accept them without shrinking? Can you receive without guilt? As the vibration of 222 integrates deeper, it begins restructuring your expectations. You may realize that what you once thought you wanted was actually rooted in fear or comparison, and what you truly desire feels calmer, more aligned, more authentic. This clarity is not loud, it is steady. It feels like relief rather than adrenaline. There is also a sacred lesson about patience in love under this portal. If you are single, 222 reassures you that alignment matters more than speed. If you are partnered, it highlights the importance of emotional reciprocity. And if you are in a complicated dynamic, it gently asks whether that complexity is growth or simply imbalance wearing a romantic disguise. The energy does not judge your answers. It simply magnifies honesty. Spiritually, this gateway strengthens the bridge between your logical mind and your intuitive heart. For many, those two operate separately. One analyzes, the other feels. Under 222, they begin communicating. Decisions become less conflicted. You stop arguing with yourself internally. That internal peace is one of the strongest signs that the portal's alignment is taking effect. You may also feel drawn to simplify your life in small but meaningful ways. Clearing digital clutter, letting go of draining conversations, organizing your priorities. The master builder vibration within 222 thrives in clean foundations. Chaos blocks clarity. When you simplify, you strengthen your energetic signal. And here is something subtle but powerful. The 222 portal heightens the law of mirroring. What you project emotionally tends to return quickly. If you approach someone with defensiveness, defensiveness meets you. If you approach with openness, openness responds. This immediate feedback loop allows you to adjust in real time. It accelerates emotional growth. As we continue beyond February 22nd, the lingering frequency of this gateway may show up in dreams, sudden insights, or moments of déjà vu. You may feel like certain events were always meant to happen exactly this way. That sense of inevitability is alignment locking into place. Ultimately, this 222 portal is not about dramatic external shifts, though those can happen. It is about internal calibration. It is about harmonizing your thoughts, emotions, and actions so they no longer contradict each other. It is about trusting timing instead of racing against it. It is about recognizing that balance is not passive, it is intentional. The portal remains open energetically for those who choose awareness. Every decision made from calm instead of chaos strengthens its effect. Every boundary set with love reinforces its lesson. Every moment of trust over fear amplifies its blessing. So as this script continues and this energy settles into your reality, remember this: you are not waiting for your life to begin. It is already unfolding in precise, measured steps. The 222 portal is simply illuminating that truth. Harmony is not coming someday. It is building now, quietly, steadily, beautifully. And the more you align with that stillness, the more powerful your next chapter becomes. If you feel this shift, comment 222 below and claim your alignment. The portal is open, and what's meant for you is already moving.